Hello, it's Yvonne Dalorto at Pulpo with another zoompod, a way that you can see and hear at the same time some activities. And again, I'm using the free resources from Jolly Learning. And a lot of the things that I show you on these resources can be extended to other activities and other areas of learning. They're just examples. But today we're looking at the blending word boxes, and you can see two of the pages from Jolly Learning where you can navigate how to get the free resource. This is the free resource menu, and here are some of the free resources that you can get. Now, because we're working a lot online, it's how can we use these? So I'm hoping I can give you some ideas on how you can use the word blending boxes, because the boxes are a great in-class resource where the children have a box and they know what particular sounds they're working with, and they can do spelling with each other, paired work with whiteboards and things. But that might be a little bit difficult online. And with these word boxes, they're a great way for children to have sight word recognition of the difficult words, the tricky words that can crop up, and also familiarization if it's with, learning with English as a second language. So one of the ideas I have, as you can see, this is the resource as we was using in class. One of the resources I had was, download your target sounds. There are 54 PDFs, so you only need to download what you want as you want. Otherwise, it's an awful lot of printing. Or just like me for this reason, what I'm showing you now, you could just have it on the screen so the children can see it. Because if you're working with children online, they're not going to have probably the facility of being able to photocopy. So as you can see, nice and clear, and also 53 pages. So only pick the page you really need and build on that for progression. And this is a simple idea. It's one I use for tricky words, high frequency words, also for the word boxes, which is if you have a jar, it's very visual and the children can see the jar online. And also, what the jar does is get them to use colors. If we're using English as a second language and I want the red paper, I want the green paper, can I have the yellow paper? And on these bits of paper, you can have your target words. And so you can say to the child, well, make a sentence using this word, or think of a word that has the same sounds in it. So it could be chick and then maybe brick. Online snap. So if children are using these, if you have more than one of the same words from the blending box, two or three, if one child gets it and another child gets it, it's snap. You can have it like a points, or even to get a little certificate at the end. And then children can write the word on the post-it. Now, this may be a little bit time consuming for online. So what I would suggest is keep it down to 6 words. And if you have 6 words, you can then play like 6-word bingo, something like that. Another good idea, and this is from Crafty Kids at Home for Letters of Literacy on Pinterest, is as you can see, they're not necessarily the words that I have used from the word boxes, but this is to give you an idea. We're using post-its, a cheap, reusable resource, and you can use your target words. The children have them on their whiteboard, and as you say them, they have to look for them and put them on. This is sight word recognition, hand to eye coordination, developing their listening skills, get them to repeat the word, maybe pop it into a context sentence. And also, again, these are tricky words, but again, you can use a template of snakes and ladders, roll the dice and get them to say the words. So you're listening for production. Are they pronouncing the words correctly? And also numeracy. So we're extending out yet again. And a very simple one, if you're putting these words into sentences, it can be really confusing if all the words are on one color. If you're getting children to make sentences, put the sentence in color, put them in colors, because at least then the children know they're working with the right amount of words and they just have to reorder them. And you can have the words from the word boxes as one or two of these words. You can use the Jolly Phonics dictation sentences for things like this. That really helps. And also, the words that you use, I've just picked an example here with the k sound. You can easily find sentences that are online that target the sounds that you're looking at in the word boxes. And this again can be a read, listen, pick out the word. And even if you are working with your tools online, you can highlight it if the child gets it right. So just some simple strategies or ways you can use this resource and it can be extended out and extended out to, as I said, initial sounds, end sounds, tricky words, also alternatives, digraphs. You can imagine the scope, but it's visual, it's auditory, and the children can then extend this out and use it in other ways. So I hope you've enjoyed this little Zoom pod from me, and I look forward to sharing more activities with you again. Have a great day and take care.